Hello? You're through to the Worm You Don't Like Eradication Company. Have a nice day. Oh, I'm sorry. Burn the worms away for a few days. We're just answering the telephone.
Give it to me. Hello, can I help you? Worm in your tall boy. Valuable antique. Ooh. I will come round and have a look at it. Could you give me the address, please? Yes. That's 2 T's. Thank you.
Just a minute. Those 2 teas, that's one with sugar and the other with sugar as well.
Mrs. Wilson, how tall is the tall boy? Ooh, might need some ladders then. Thank you, bye.
What are you doing? You know we're under strict instructions to do nothing but answer the telephone.
Yeah, but that's boring.
I know, but what we said...
Listen, we're only going to take a look, aren't we? Bern will be very grateful for this when he comes back.
Will he?
Of course he will.
As long as you promise you won't touch anything you shouldn't.
Would I touch anything I shouldn't? Trust me. Come on, she's expecting us.
Just a minute. What are you doing with that?
Just in case.
In case what?
In case the tall boy's taller than I think, and you need something to stand on.
Oh.
Come on in.
Good morning.
Can I help you?
Mrs. Wilson?
Do I look like Mrs. Wilson?
We don't know. We've never met her.
That's right. Anyway, I believe you have worms. And we've come round to deal with them for you.
I've got worms.
Have you? Well, we'll have to look at you after we've looked at the furniture then.
Can we come in?
You can if you like, but Mrs. Wilson might not like it.
Why don't we ask her?
If you want to do that, you'll have to go next door.
Next door?
That's where she lives.
So, you haven't got worms then?
Certainly not.
It's not like us to get things wrong, is it, Paul?
It isn't, is it?
The address must have been written down wrongly by that idiot in the shop.
Yeah. We'll go next door then. Sorry to have disturbed you.
That's perfectly all right.
What a nice man.
Hey! You're not going to be making any noise in there, are you?
None at all. Silent but deadly, that's us.
That's fine. Only I was working very late last night and I'm going to try and get some sleep.
Don't worry. We won't disturb you. We're just going to take a look at a boy.
Yes, apparently he's quite tall and he's the one that's suffering from worms.
Thank you.
Yes?
We've come to look at your tall boy.
Oh, so quickly. Oh, I'm most grateful.
Sounds very nasty. Have you called a doctor?
It's not a job for a doctor.
Well, I don't know.
It's just that I'm concerned that if it is one, it might spread to the walls.
Well, would you mind if I took a look at it? Because I consider myself to be a bit of an expert in that field.
What field? Paul, we're nowhere near a field. Paul, come back, you promised.
I'm only going to take a look. Do you know, I see a whole new future opening up as pest control officers.
You know nothing about pest control.
Do too. I've read the book, and I'm used to controlling you.
Yeah, you promised you wouldn't touch anything.
I haven't yet. Now stop messing about and let's go.
OK, but I hope you know what you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, here it is. What do you think?
Well, it's definitely antique.
I think it's a Chippendale.
No. It's definitely a chest of drawers.
Harry, if the lady says it's a Chippendale, it's a Chippendale.
It's not. A Chippendale's a male dancer. I've seen him on the telly.
Well, one of them was probably a carpenter before he was a dancer.
Well, I never. You learn something every day.
I'm terribly upset. You see, this has been in our family a very long time, and it's got great sentimental value.
You're right about the worm.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
But it's not as bad as you thought.
Oh, dear, not quite so, oh, dear.
You haven't got wet rot and you what not.
I'm pleased to hear it. And there's no damp in the lamp?
You don't worry, missus. We'll get this sorted out in no time.
Will we?
Oh, now, listen. You're not going to use chemicals, are you? I'm very concerned about the ozone layer.
Don't you worry, missus. We'll cover it up before we start. Come on, Barry. We need some equipment.
Right. Are you sure about this, Paul?
Of course I am. It's simple enough. All we've got to do is hire a few basic tools from a plant hire shop.
Oh, there's a florist in the high street.
Come here. You haven't got it, have you? Plant hire, tools and things. Come on. Hear it. It's moving. Hey! Yes. Definitely on the move. Oh. Stethoscope.
No, it's definitely a Van Gogh.
No, pass me a stethoscope.
Oh.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
What?
I said, what are you doing?
What are you playing at? You nearly fractured my earlobes.
I only wanted to know what you were doing.
I'm listening for pests.
Oh. What do pests sound like?
Hey!
I said, what do pests sound like?
Remarkably like you. Now, will you move away and let me listen? Hey up. He's knocking back now. Hey, cunning devils, these little woodworms. He's eating something now.
It is worse than we thought.
What are you doing?
Having a listen. Have you found it?
It's not a case of finding it. It's knowing what you're dealing with. Let's have a look. Ah, yes. Just I thought. It's a typical case of Woodicus wormold. A well-known English pest, but easy to get rid of.
How do you know it's English?
It's knocking back with an upper-class accent. Probably spent some time at public school.
Like eating?
Of course it does, that's why it's a pest.
How are we going to get rid of it?
Bagpipes.
Hey?
Bagpipes. It's a well-known fact that these common English woodworm hate the sound of bagpipes. One quick blast and Robert's your McUncle. I think we need some help. Come on.
One of us does.
How's it going?
Very well. But we do need some specialist help.
Oh, dear.
Oh, don't worry, everything's under control. Barry, nail this to the door.
What with? I haven't got a hammer.
Use your imagination. Can I use your phone?
Oh, of course you can.
Thank you. I'll just make a phone call.
All right, well, I'll leave you to it. Now just shout if you need anything.
Thank you. What was Douglas and Douglas' phone number?
OC 156 Max 7 for the new. What are you ringing them for?
Bagpipes.
There's no need to get nasty.
No, we need bagpipes. They've got some.
Oh.
Hello.
Someone to see you two. Come away in, boys.
Hi, see you. Hello, Douglas.
Hello, Dougal.
Hello, Douglas. Nice to see you. Not seen you.
Tell me, are you two going to be playing the pipes?
Oh, hi, the new eye.
Wonderful. Here, I wonder if you'd mind if I joined in. Do you know, my husband was a Scot.
Oh, hi, Scott.
Really? I thought he was a Wilson.
Certainly, Mrs. Wilson. The more the merrier.
Oh.
Well, it's great to see you again. You know, it's a long time, isn't it?
Well, here we are. The more the merrier. There you go. Oh, careful. Lovely. Now, is everybody ready? 1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6.
What's up with him?
Pardon?
What's up with him?
I see that, you see, aye. It's nothing that you see.
Aye, it's a real music. He can't like bagpipe music either.
No matter. We'll try plan B.
Well, I'll leave you to it. I'll just pop down and put the kettle on.
Oh, that'd be very nice. Leave this to us.
Come along, boys. Come away.
Hey, come on, Dougal. Hey, go back where the music's appreciated.
Aye.
See you, Paul. Aye.
Here's a drill.
Oh, right.
What are you going to do with it?
Well, I'm going to drill a little hole in the wall. You see, worms don't like the vibration, and the noise will scare it away.
Are you sure?
I know what I'm doing. Stand back.
What was that?
The little devil's bigger than I thought. This calls for a bigger drill.
Hey, you don't want to upset it.
I know what I'm doing. Stand back.
It's coming from over there.
It's on the move again. We're winning. What's up?
There's something in there staring back at me.
Don't be silly.
Have a look.
Oh! Oh,
I told you.
Oh, I think I'll look on my book of pests. Aha!
Have you found it?
Yes. What we're dealing with here is a Woodimus maximus. Came to this country 2,000 years ago in the spear butts of Roman soldiers.
That beetle's 2,000 years old.
That's what it says here.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
What are you doing?
Trying to make friends with it.
We're not here to make friends with it. We're here to get rid of it.
Oh.
Now, it says here, Woodimus maximus thrives in houses with central heating and can't stand the cold. That's it.
We'll give it a cold.
Yes. No. We'll freeze it out.
Oh, ignore it, you mean?
No, no, no. We'll lower the temperature far enough for it to leave on its own accord. I know. Liquid nitrogen.
I know liquid nitrogen as well, but what's that got to do with it?
No, liquid nitrogen will make it leave. We'll just go and tell Mrs. Wilson we're going for some more gear.
Will it work?
It certainly will. There isn't a woodworm on earth can stand being blasted by liquid nitrogen. I'll just have a listen. Hey, it's working. I can hear its teeth chattering. Here, have a listen.
Cool! How big is it? I can hear its heart beating. Hey, it's getting fainter.
Let's see. Hey, you're right. I told you it'd work. Getting fainter. Fainter. Gone. There. Job's done.
And we haven't broken anything.
Oh. You go outside and turn the compressor off, and I'll clean up in here.
OK.
Oh, all done.
Oh, excellent. I'll just go and get you your tea.
Thank you. What are you doing?
Hiding.
From what?
Him!
You! What do you think you're playing at?
We're getting rid of the woodworm.
Don't get rid of woodworm. Or playing it music. Or driving it mad with a drill. Or freezing it silly.
We're using methods on household pests from information in that book.
And the man who wrote this knows more about it than you do.
It's me.
What is?
I wrote that book. Look in the cover.
You're Professor Barlam, the world's leading authority on household pests.
Hey, you've got some cotton wool stuck on your eyebrow.
Ah! I thought I knew every pest there was until I met you two. Now I shall have to add another chapter to the book. Now go away and leave me in peace.
What about the worm in your tall boy?
There's no worm in that. It's as solid as a rock.
Sentimental value.
I think it's time we were leaving, Barry.
What about the tools?
We'll come back for them later.
Hey, thought we were in trouble back there, Paul.
Yes. I don't think we were ever cut out to be pest control men.
I was hoping you were going to say that. Shall I get rid of these overalls?
Good idea. Go and put them in the shed outside. I'll get rid of this book. I never want to hear the name of Professor Lamb again.
Professor Lamb?
I told you I don't want to hear that name again.
No, he's outside.